I know everybody's wanting to talk about Zoro and how he messed up a dude in a building with a little box cutter knife, but can we take a moment to talk about my man Marco and how human he felt in this chapter? Like, seriously, I want to praise Marco's character, but also I want to take a few moments to praise Oda as a writer, because, listen here, the big thing is Wano is something that has been built up for years now. I mean, years, like maybe even a decade, I don't know, but it's been built up for a long time, okay, for us to finally get to see Wano, what's going on within it, and, you know, we knew it was going to be like a Zoro-themed arc. We've known this for a very long time, and everybody's been anticipating it. Many have constantly talked to Oda about it, you know, getting into interviews, like, hey, Oda, when are we getting to Wano, and all that, when are we getting to Wano, and, you know, Oda is very aware that the fans want to see Wano. And Oda easily could have had this entire chapter focusing on Wano, you know, going into the country, the details, the nitty-gritty and all that, which he kind of did, but overall, he mainly wanted to focus on Marco and humanize him, make him feel like a really real person, and make it feel like, you know, holy crap, there's more to this character than we actually were really aware of the first time around. And so, I just want to say, I appreciate that. I really do. I know many might not care about the Marco stuff in this chapter, and you might not care about seeing a little bit more backstory to Whitebeard, but me, as, you know, someone that really loves Marco, loves Whitebeard as well, you know, I love seeing that beginning segment of this chapter, giving a little bit more characterization to Whitebeard. Even though he's long gone, it explains so much about him and why he went so far throughout the series. So, let's get right into that. Marco, he's obviously picked up and started to become a doctor. He's healing people in Whitebeard's home country, or the island and all that. He's healing people, being a doctor, local doctor, and he's using his Phoenix, you know, devil fruit to be able to heal others. Now, he does say it has limited functions. He's not able to save someone from a near-death experience, aka maybe Ace, you know, how he got completely a hole punch through him. He can't save people like that, but I mean, if you have minor injuries, he could definitely heal you. And so he's, you know, become a local doctor to watch over the country that Whitebeard left behind. And that gets into the main point of the first part of this chapter. Whitebeard, we've always known he was a great guy. We've always known that as an individual, he was someone that wanted a family. We were very aware of this. He wanted a family. He never wanted fame. He never wanted the One Piece, which he could have easily have gotten if he wanted to. He never wanted One Piece. He just wanted a family. He didn't even really care about treasure either. He just wanted a family, which made it so amazing. It was simple. It was a simple dream. It was. But at the same time, it felt amazing. Just to see such a powerful character that could do so much, just wanting something so simple, and it makes you wonder, why is that? Why does he want a family? What drives him that far to want a family? What happened in his life? And now, finally, we get those details. Apparently, Whitebeard was an orphan. He was someone that was an orphan in a country that wasn't allied with the world government, and thanks to the country being very poor and all of that, and him being an orphan, eventually he became a pirate. And even though he had no family, no friends in the country, anything he made on his journeys as a pirate, he would send back to the country to make sure they're safe, healthy, and they continuously get money coming in where they can survive. And it's a very noble act to see that Whitebeard used to do this. This means that everything he used to get on his journeys as an emperor, he would send to this country or send to other countries that he truly cares about, which just is amazing. And the thing is he never actually told his crew about it. He never legit went out of his way to tell anyone what he was doing. He didn't treat, you know, his crew to meals, you know, he didn't really keep any treasure or whatever, because he sent it to the country, and his crew was aware, but, you know, Whitebeard never said anything, and I thought that was a really human moment. Just seeing how Marco started crying, he, like, grabbed his eyes, he started crying, he's like, of course we knew and all that, he was very selfish and all that, and the way he acted, and I'm just like, oh my god, just like, the way that was done, it felt so real, and seeing Marco was saying, like, look, you know, he left behind this, you know, we want to watch over. It's his, like, last, you know, keepsake. We don't want him to lose the country that he tried so hard to make sure was safe. So that was just a very beautiful moment, and I'm just like, oh my god, getting this, you know, detail, all these details on Whitebeard, and then Marco as well, and how, his, you know, Whitebeard's crew is just making up for it and trying to help out. I think is just absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I mean, that's one of my favorite parts of the chapter, not gonna lie. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Wano stuff, I love the Zoro stuff, I love the Robin stuff, I love the Frankie, Usopp stuff, I'm glad to see them again, but just the Marco and Whitebeard stuff, that really took me by surprise. I didn't think I would see something like that, but it also is very clear that Marco is not probably going to be in Wano because of what's going to be happening with Weevil. Now, there is some details that we get. And apparently, it's not really denied, but it's not confirmed either, that Weevil could be, Whitebeard's son. Now, this has been a big plot point circling around the One Piece community for a while now. Ever since Weevil's introduction and we found out that he potentially could be, Whitebeard's son, we've always wondered, like, what's going on there? Because Whitebeard always wanted a family, and, him having someone like, a lover or whatever, it wouldn't make sense, especially from everything we know about his character, and even after this chapter and all that, you'd be like, okay, so it really doesn't seem like he might have had a lover at all in his lifetime. So, it brings more questions up, but at the same time, Marco does not deny that Weevil could potentially be Whitebeard's son. It's not confirmed or denied, but that is definitely something on the table, and Weevil is definitely going to be very important in these upcoming chapters, and maybe in the Wano arc, for Oda to be setting this up in this chapter. But once again, Marco, he's not going to be doing anything. Apparently, he's going to be staying and guarding the country, which most likely we had to assume anything. Most likely, Weevil's going to come to that country, and Marco's going to have to fight against Weevil to be able to protect the country or something like that. I feel like something like that's going to go down. Marco has something he wants to say to Luffy. He relayed a message to Neko like, hey, look, next time you see Luffy, relay this message to him. Now, we don't get to know what Marco said to Nekomamushi. We have no idea. But if I had to assume anything, either it's about Whitebeard or it's about Blackbeard. For instance, however, Blackbeard is, or how strong he is, he might be giving a warning to Luffy, or he might be saying, if you're ever in the vicinity, we'll help you out or something. I don't know. I just feel like it's one of the two. I mean, maybe Whitebeard's old crew might want to, join in with a Luffy and become an, allied pirate crew or something. Something like that could potentially happen because of the way Marco's talking to Nekomamushi, and we do know that the Whitebeard crew, they do care quite a bit about Luffy, because, I mean, Luffy was the brother of Ace, and, we know that they had a big connection in Marineford. So, I mean, with everything that went down, I feel like Marco might say, like, look, the remaining members of Whitebeard's crew, we will join forces with you, Luffy, if anything goes down in the future, when, my obligations to this country of protecting it is gone. So, I feel like something like that could potentially happen. Anyways, let's talk about Wano. So, after... how many years has it been since we've seen Zoro? Like, seriously, how many years? I believe I saw someone say today on Twitter to me, it was like 800 days plus since the last time we saw Zoro. That's 2 years, almost 3 years since we have seen Zoro, if that is truly accurate information. That's ridiculous. That really is ridiculous that it's been that long. I mean, holy crap. It really has been about 2+ years since we have seen Zoro. In a new chapter, content-wise. Crazy. So, we get to see the Straw Hat crew that we haven't seen for a very long time. Zoro looking nice with the, top knot and all that. I love him, barely recognize him because of just how much, it looks like he's changed with that top knot. I mean, oh my god, Frankie, I love Frankie's design, him being a carpenter and all that. That's just perfect for his character. And then Usopp selling Toad. Yo, that's great. That's freaking great. Like, that, I didn't know how much I needed that. Like, I did not know how much I needed Usopp selling toad oil on the street in my life. I did not know I needed that, but that was definitely a highlight of the chapter. But truly the highlight is Robin's geisha outfit. Oh my god. Like, yo! Oda! Okay. I'm a Nami fan, not gonna lie. But, yo... Robin. Like, that Robin design in the dress? Man, Oda, I already see a lot of people making fan art of that. That's definitely gonna have a lot of fan art, because just how beautiful Robin looked in this chapter, I'm just like, Oda, you definitely went in on that. I definitely can see you didn't hold back on designing Robin, especially with that dress. So, yeah, I mean, overall, the designs of our characters, it really stands out. I'm very curious where Law is, actually. I wonder where Law's crew is, where Law is and all that, because it wasn't really stated at all where they're actually located at right now in Wano. But at the very least, though, the new designs of, our Straw Hats and all that we haven't seen for a while, I do truly like them. And if this is going to be their actual ongoing designs throughout Wano, arc, I can't wait to see more of these outfits or new designs they get throughout the journey. So yeah, let's talk about the main conflict at the end of the chapter. I've kept you waiting long enough. So Zoro, he's in trouble, which makes sense. I mean, he is second in command, he's vice captain, and if Luffy's not there, obviously he needs to cause some form of problems. It's common sense. It's just how the Straw Hats are. So Zoro has to make up for his captain not being there, and he's already started crap on the first chapter of the Wano arc. There's already things going off the rails and not going according to plan whatsoever. Zoro, it's not really, like, I guess his fault completely. I mean, he could have hit his sword, but at the same time, it's still not his fault. I think the blame probably goes to Kinemon. Kinemon should have told Zoro to hide his blade, but he didn't. So I think really the fault is on Kinemon. But Zoro's in trouble, and the reason for it is because of his sword, Shusui. Yeah, Shusui. The reason why is because, as we know, it's a national treasure to Wano. It was stolen a very long time ago. Remember, Kinemon, he got very upset with Zoro, thinking Zoro stole it or whatever, and it was a thief, and he was really upset when they first met each other. And so we do know for a fact that, you know, that sword has a lot of weight in Wano, and so Zoro carrying it around going to cause a lot of problems, and, you know, we're finally going to be getting a little bit more details on this sword, a little bit more of the original owner, but also get to find out who caused the event of it being stolen in the first place. And apparently the person that was trying to execute Zoro in this chapter was the one that was the murderer that killed the dude with the sword, you know, that had Shusui. So that's interesting. But the point about that, though, is that Zoro, I hope you understand what you just did, okay? You straight up got accused of murder, or being a thief, but then you go around and just kill someone. Like, Zoro. Like, that's not how you, that's not how you kind of get rid of, you know, being guilty, okay? You know, you're being accused of murder, but then you straight up kill the dude that's accusing you of murder, even if you're not guilty. Like, chill. Like, chill, Zoro. That's not how you get out of problems. But okay, jokes aside, though, it was a pretty fun chapter. I'm a little bit upset that we didn't have the Reverie this week. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Wano Country arc. I'm loving it, but I'm really liking the Reverie arc. I want more of the Reverie just because of how it's been, and so, Oda, why you do this? Why are you doing this to me? Like, why do you have the Wano arc going on at the same time as Reverie? I want to know. Like, I want to see the Reverie, because that's some really good details. But then I'm like, I want to see Wano, because I want to see more Zoro. I want to see Zoro cutting people up with a box cutter knife. So, just like, Oda, why do you do this to me? I mean, I guess he's a good writer and explains the reason, but man, Oda, why do you have to torture me like this? But I want to end this video here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love you guys. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. If you enjoy my content, you know, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. And I love you guys. Please be safe. Chibi out.